Right, the wheel's back on now, and I have tested it, and it does lower. It is lowered, but what I'll do is once I've finished the front, which I've now removed the wheel, I don't think we need to remove the lining, but we do need to undo the bracket behind here, or the bolt behind here. Need to undo this one here, swing that out the way, take this one out of here, and maybe not do that, but I need to undo this in order to that move, and then I can undo that top mount up there, which is just there, and then that should come out. But what I've done is I've just rust treated it at the moment, just to get a bit of lube on there and clean some of that rust off. I may get a new sway bar because that's looking a bit rusty. I might take it off and give it a good clean, rust proof it. But yeah, it's looking alright. Shouldn't take as long as the rear, hopefully. I've undone the anti-roll bar link there. I've undone the bolt that's 30mm bolt on there, so now I'm just tapping that out, and then I can move hopefully this off and then take out the top bolt on there, top of the strut. I don't think there's anything more to do. I'll give it a go anyway, see how it goes. So I've had to remove the plastic cover, so that meant taking off the wipers. Just be careful of your glass, because obviously that's all glass, goes down to there, and I've put my case there. So I've put a 21mm socket on there, or spanner, and then we've put the Allen key in there, and basically all you do is just untighten it with this, and that'll so slowly unscrew the top mount of your suspension. Okay, so with plenty of manoeuvring, we've managed to get that bolt off, but what I've been recommended is to actually, before undoing all this and all this, is actually put up a bar under there, through into there, and then push down. That way all this lot will come out, the ball joint at the bottom, which is down there, come out now, but we should have done it the other way, and then you can undo all of this, and then this will pull out obviously now. So now we can go ahead and replace the new shock absorber and button it all up again. So I'll be more detailed on the next one over there. So let's get this done, and hopefully with any luck we'll have all done today. Okay, I've managed to get the shock off. So next job is to obviously clean all this lot up and then treat it, and then we can put the new shock on. Just want to tidy all this lot up, make it nicer, because I will need to take it off again, no doubt. Spoke to a friend of mine, we're talking about putting a bigger engine in this once we've done a few days of racing, maybe for next year. And I've also got in contact with a company that supply the wide arch kit for this as well. All in all, it's about £1,000 to do the front wings, bumper, rear bumper and rear arch extensions. So I look forward to putting that on next year, but for now let's get these back together and then we can move on to the other side. Now I do need to take that rubber seal off and put it onto the new one in order to be sat right in there, and it'll get the tracking right as well, or the camber. So we'll now get the other one and put that onto the new suspension. Okay, so I removed the rocker cover because it was leaking from the seal, and I've sprayed the rocker cover red, or painted it red. Just scraped it there, but I'll touch that up after. But yeah, stuck it all on there. Looks quite nice with the red. And I've put a new seal on there, just clips around the edges there, so that's all ready to go back on. So next stage is obviously to put this in place, and then I can prod those holes out and put that into situ. Okay, so to undo this rubber, you need a 19mm spanner, and you need that Allen key to go in there. I'll give you the measurement of that in the end. And then what you do is you lay this on the floor, and then just begin to unwind it from that thing. It's very hard to hold this, but you know, you get the gist of it. You hold that and just keep turning this one here, and that will release this top, and this thing here needs to be in between this marker here to be in the right place, then you won't get your camber out. So we'll just carry on undoing that until it comes off, and then I'll transfer that onto the new one. Okay, so that bar where the anti-roll bar link goes, this needs to be sort of around there, so we mark it up from there, and then we'll tighten that down now. Okay, so I've put all this back together on this side. What I'm going to do next is take you through the steps of putting all of it back, because I had to buy new top mounts because the other ones were rotten. So now we're going to be going over to this side. What I've done, or had to do, was grind some of the metal off with the Dremel around here, and then grind the paint off of this in order for it to fit together correctly. So the next job now is to mount. It's obviously the new top mount, so we put that on, and now we've just got to lift this up there into the hole and bolt the first bolt into there just to hold it in place, and then we can carry on with fitting up the ball joint at the bottom and the main drive shaft. So that'll be our next job, so I'll take you through that now. Okay, so I've put that in place there. So now we can sort out the ball joint, fitting that to in there, in that little hole there, and then we can put this in as well. Maybe we'll have to put this in first to get that lined up. Okay, so I've lined the ball joint, put the drive shaft back in, so now we've just got to tap that bottom part, or we can put the clamp under, or the jack underneath, and push it up. Might be easier that way. Okay, so I've lifted the jack up now, so now I've got this in place. The little pin is situated in there, so now we've just got to do this one up with the Allen key and a 23. Okay, so you just keep on tightening up now. So you can't tighten no more, just leave these pins in the right place. So that's about as tight as you're going to get it. It's all solid in there now, so now we just got to tap that bottom ball joint into place and put our bolts in behind here, and then lay that up to go into there, the steering, and then we can start putting the brakes back on. Okay, so that's the ball joint in now, so we can go and get our track rod to go in there, and then we can start bolting everything up. Okay, so I've buttoned up the brakes, put those all on, tightened up all the bolts, put our I've put the anti-roll bar link on there as well, so that's looking good. Clipped our brake line in. This needs to go in now, so that just clips into there and bolts. Do that next. Okay, so I've buttoned everything up now, tidied up the top bit there. The brakes are on. Brakes are on. The anti-roll bar linkage is on. Brakes are on. So now it's a matter of just putting the wheel on. I'm not going to lower it as such at the moment. I'm going to see what it looks like once the wheel's on and it's settled, and then I'll lower it according to what it looks like. So let's put the wheel back on. Okay, so our wheel's back on now, so we're going to lower it down now to check how far we need to lower it by. With the back suspension, obviously that's lowered already, so we've just got to lower this one as much as we need.